BS Board of Intermediate Education, Vocational Courses, Electronics and Communication Technician course, E&CT first year, Paper 3, Digital Electronics and Computer Fundamentals, Unit 8, Microsoft Office, prepared by CH Padma, MTSJL in E&CT, GVJC, Nampalli, Hyderabad. Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is a collection of Office-related applications. Each application serves a unique purpose and offers a specific service to its users. For example, Microsoft Word. It is a word processing program is used to create documents. Microsoft Excel. It is a financial spreadsheet program. Microsoft PowerPoint. It is a program for creating presentations. Microsoft Access. It is a database program. Microsoft Word. MS Word is a word processing program used to create, format, save, and print letters, reports, newsletters, manuscripts, certificates, and other documents. The main advantage that Word makes possible when compared to a typewriter is the matter can be changed as many times as we like and in any format without retyping the text or wasting the stationery. Features of MS Word. Creating and saving a file. Editing and formatting a document. Paragraph formatting. Inserting header and footer and page number. Checking spelling and grammar. Subscript and superscript. Inserting symbols. Print preview and printing. Inserting clip art, word art and picture. Page setting. Bullets and number. Border and shading. Searching a word and replacing it by another word. Inserting table. Mail merge facility, etc. Components of MS Word. Title bar, menu bar, toolbar, ruler, working area or document area, insertion point or cursor, scroll bars, status bar, view buttons. You can observe the components of MS Word on the screen like this. Control menu icon, title bar, horizontal ruler, standard toolbar, formatting toolbar, cursor, vertical ruler, document view, work area, status bar, scroll bars. Starting MS Word. How to start the MS Word? First step, click Start button at left end of the taskbar. Then point to the programs in the start menu. Then in the programs menu, click Microsoft Word. So the first step is you have to go to the start option in the Windows. You have to press the start button. Then you have to select the programs option. Then under programs option again you have to select the MS Word option. So this is the way to get started with the MS Word. Create and save a document in MS Word. How to create and save a document in MS Word. Creating a document in MS Word. The first step, click on File on the menu bar. Second step, click on New option. Then select Blank Document and click on OK button. This blank screen is similar to a blank page in your notebook. This screen is the first page of your document where you start typing. After the first page gets over, Word automatically goes to the next page. So this is the procedure to create a document. Then how to save the document in MS Word. The first step, click File menu on the menu bar. Then select Save or Save As option or press Ctrl+S button. Then select the folder under which it is required. Then type file name in the file name text box. Then click the save button. So this is the procedure for saving a document in MS Word. Opening an existing document. First step, choose Open from the File menu. Then select the desired drive and directory in the list box. Then choose the desired file. Then click on OK button or double click the desired file. So this is the procedure for opening an existing document. Editing a text. The process of changing the appearance of the text, deleting a portion of the text, duplicating or moving a part of the text is called editing. To make these changes, you must first select the portion of the text which needs the change. Then selecting the text. It is very important to know how to select or highlight text by using the mouse because you can do so many operations on the selected text. Moving the text. First step, select the text to be moved. Then select a cut option or press Ctrl plus X. Then click in a new place where the selected text should appear. Then select paste option or press Ctrl plus V. Copying the text. First step is select the text to be copied. Then select copy option or press Ctrl plus C. Then click in a new place where the selected text should be copied. Then select paste option or press Ctrl plus V. Undo, redo and repeat. Undo cancels, that is undoes the last action that you have just performed. Redo redoes the last action that you have just undone it. Repeat repeats the latest action that you have just done it. Views. There are several ways to visualize documents. These are called views. MS Word has 7 ways of views. First one, normal view. Second, web layout view. Third, print layout view. Fourth, outline view. Fifth, full screen view. Sixth, zoom. Seventh, print preview view. These are the views of MS Word. Automatically check spelling and grammar as you type. As soon as you type misspelled or ungrammatical sentences, Word recognizes them to be misspelled and underlines them immediately in red, that is spelling errors, and green, that is grammatical errors. Red and green wavy lines. Then the necessary action can be taken by click on it to replace, otherwise click ignore all to tell it is not suitable word and need not be replaced. This is the paragraph formatting screen in MS Word. Paragraph formatting. In MS Word, a paragraph is a collection of words that ends when you press Enter key. When you press the Enter key, you are marking the end of a paragraph. Paragraph formatting affects individual paragraphs. Alignment. Alignment means an arrangement of text into suitable order in the paragraph. The 4 buttons on the formatting toolbar, namely, first one align left, second one center, third one align right, fourth one justify. Indentation. Indentation is a process used to leave certain number of blank spaces before the first line as well as from the right and left margins of paragraph. Indentation can be classified into 4 categories, namely, first one, left indentation, second, right indentation, third, first line indentation, fourth, hanging indentation. Line spacing. Line spacing allows us to expand or condense the vertical spaces among the lines of paragraph. It can be categorized as single line spacing, line and a half spacing, that is 1.5 lines spacing, double line spacing, at least spacing, exactly spacing, multiple spacing. Bullets and numbering. Bullet is an item used to highlight sections of text into unordered list in order to bring attention to them. It makes list of information stand out from the rest of your document text. Numbering is to organize your information into a series that is easy to understand. Make sure that each item in the list is on a separate line. Tab. Each tab position set on the horizontal ruler is called tab or tab stop. When the tab key on the keyboard is pressed, the insertion point jumps from one tab to the next. MS Word has 5 kinds of tab stops given below: left, center, right, decimal, and bar. Borders and shading. Border means a line drawn in the box shape around the text or page. You can add page borders in many lines, styles, and colors, as well as a variety of graphical borders. Shading means filling the background of the text with a color in order to draw pupil attention to the text. Borders and shading can be added using the table and borders toolbar or borders and shading dialog box. Page setup. Page setting means setting the size of a page, margin, left, right, top, bottom, etc., orientation, portrait or landscape, etc. The page setup dialog box helps you to control page layout to a great extent in MS Word. Inserting page breaks. Page break is the point at which one page ends and another page begins. Page breaks are used to begin a new page of text before the previous page is filled. Page breaks can be inserted automatically or manually, including headers and footers. Header is an area used to place repetitive information across the top of each page in a document. Footer is an area used to put repetitive information across bottom of each page in a document. We can use the header and footer throughout a document or change the header and footer for part of the document. Tables. A table is a collection of rows and columns. Each row and column inside a table is made up of units called cells. A cell is the intersection of rows and columns. A current cell is where you type a table entry. Tables are often used to organize and arrange information. Mail merge. Mail merge is an ability to create a letter in Word and then print multiple copies of that letter, each with different name and address on it. It may also be used to fill envelopes and labels with data as well. It is the process of taking document and mixing it with another to create an almost identical bunch of new document. Printing a document. Printing means getting a hard copy of the information printed on the paper. When a new document is going to be printed, you must consider the type of the printer, paper size and document design used. When the document is ready to be printed, see the print preview. To print active file or selected part, just click printer button on the standard toolbar. To print document, click file menu and select the option print. Microsoft Excel. Here you can see the components of MS Excel window. The title bar, the ribbon, worksheets, the formula bar, the status bar, move around a worksheet, go to cells quickly, select cells, enter data, edit a text, wrap text, delete a cell entry, save a file, close an Excel window. Interact with MS Excel window. MS Excel is an electronic spreadsheet that runs on a personal computer. You can use it to organize data into rows and columns. You can also use it to perform mathematical calculations quickly. Although knowledge of how to navigate in a Windows environment is helpful, you must be familiar with how to interact with the MS Excel window during these operations. Entering text and numbers and how to move around the window. Entering Excel formulas and formatting data. Creating Excel functions, filling cells and printing. Creating charts. Here you can see the Microsoft PowerPoint screen. PowerPoint is the presentation graphics component of MS Office that lets you to create and save presentations. A presentation is a collection of slides relating to a topic which may be shown while an oral report is given. To start PowerPoint, click on the Start button on the left side of the taskbar, then click Programs, then click Microsoft PowerPoint. Creating a presentation using blank presentation option. Select blank presentation from the PowerPoint dialog box. Accept the title slide layout that has been selected for you by clicking OK. A title slide is then created for you to enter information. Click on inside the Click to add title, place folder and type the title of your presentation. Click inside the Click to add subtitle, place folder and type your subtitle. Saving a presentation. Go to the menu bar and click File. Click Save. The Save As dialog box will appear. Change the directory if needed to find the directory you want to save the file. In the file name box, type the name of the file, then click OK. Previewing your presentation on the screen. Click the slideshow icon, that is bottom left of the screen. Click mouse to advance through the presentation slide by slide. Change back to slideshow to make changes. Edit any changes by clicking in the appropriate placeholder. Save any changes made by clicking the save icon on the standard toolbar. Using graphic images from the internet. If you don't find the image you want in the MS Clip Art Gallery, one good option is to take image of the World Wide Web, www. You can save these files and insert them into your documents and presentations. Make sure your PowerPoint presentation is saved before you begin. Adding animations in PowerPoint. An animation build is the style in which each bulleted item and or image appears on a slide. PowerPoint allows you to specify the slide to contain builds and the build effects. A slide that does not contain an animation will reveal all bulleted items at once during a slideshow. A slide that contains animation will reveal no bulleted item until you activate each one when you are ready to discuss that point. Adding animations in PowerPoint. Steps to add animation to PowerPoint presentation. First step, if necessary, switch to slide view. Then select custom animation from the slideshow menu. Then click the timing tab. Then click on the text you want to animation. Then click the effects tab. In the animation dialog box which follows, you have several options for the way a bulleted item will display on a slide. Make for a choice. For example, you may select text in the animation order box, then select an effect under entry animation and sound. To have previous text as new text appears, click the down arrow and select your color for the dimmed items. Save and close the file. In the slide sorter view, slides containing builds and transitions are marked by respective icons below and to the left of the miniature slide image. Short answer type questions. What is word count? Word count helps to know how many words, pages, paragraphs, lines, characters in your document. What is default dictionary? The default dictionary consists of over 1100 computer dictionary definitions, abbreviations, computer terms, list, spelling and grammar. What is undo changes? Undo cancels, undoes the last action that you have just performed. What are the options in page layout? Size of the page, margin setting, right, left, bottom, orientation, portrait, landscape, inserting page breaks, headers and footers, multiple columns. What is orientation? This option comes under page setting. Using this option, the page layout can be set as portrait or landscape. Long answer question. Write about formatting the paragraph. Write the steps to create, save and preview a presentation. Explain about adding animations in PowerPoint.